This is demonstrating notes and lists. In other words, I'll be demonstrating how you go about using the Google Assistant to create your notes and to choose the notes provider. In other words, whether you are going to be using Keep, that is Google Keep Notes as your default, or some other provider to be the default for your notes. Let's go ahead now, since I'm in this area where we have apps, defaults, assistant, and all of that. Let's go ahead now, tap on the assistant.
Assistant, Hey Google and other assistant settings.
Let's go ahead and tap here.
Assistant. Navigate up. Button, out of list.
I will now scroll down to the bottom of the phone, find and tap on the item that says See All Assistant Settings. I'll now scroll down.
Showing items 1 to 8 of 8.
I will now tap on See All Assistant Settings.
See all assistant settings, assistant voice, home control, routines and more.
Let's go ahead and tap here.
Assistant settings. Edit box, search settings, out of list.
Now, I will suggest that instead of scrolling down and trying to find notes and lists, that you simply tap here to activate this edit field and type in the word notes, N-O-T-E-S. I will do just that.
Editing. Search.
Now here I am and it's editing. I'm in an active field now and I will type letters N-O-T-E-S or maybe just even N-O-T.
N-O. Oscar.
I got O.
Showing.
It keeps narrowing down and now I'll type letter T.
T. Tango. T. Showing items 1 to 5 of 5.
It keeps narrowing down. I'm going to type letter E, or I could simply put down my finger to find notes and list, but I'll go ahead and type letter E.
E. Echo. E. Showing
Now,
item 1 of 1.
I have narrowed it down to 1, and I'll put my finger down.
Notes and lists. See notes and lists through assistant. In list.
That's what I want. So now I tap here.
Keyboard hidden. Assistant settings. Notes and lists. Web view. Out of list.
Now I am on a page now, and let's look at what this page has to say.
Notes and lists. Heading 1.
The heading says Notes and Lists.
Access your notes and lists by saying, Show my notes, on any assistant device.
Let's keep going.
Manage your notes and lists. Heading 2.
And we have a heading now that says Manage Your Notes and Lists.
Links to your notes and lists and shopping lists. List box.
Let's keep going.
Your notes and lists managed with your assistant. Link.
Let's keep going.
In list, item 1 of 0. Your notes and lists managed with your assistant.
I have 0 items. Keep going.
Shopping lists view your shopping list items. Link.
Keep going.
In list, item 1 of 0. Shopping lists view your
Keep
shopping
going.
list items. Select your notes and lists provider. Heading 2.
And that's the one we're going to look at. In other words, who is going to be our notes and list provider? As I indicated earlier, you could choose the Google Keep, which is mainly by default, but here we could choose other providers as well. I think we have about 3 or so providers. Let's take a look at these providers.
Future notes and lists created with your assistant will be visible in your provider. Later, if you select a different app, these notes and lists will not be visible via your assistant.
All right, let's look at what we have.
Learn more. Link. 5 items. Notes and lists providers. List box.
We have 5 items, and here are the 5 items that we have. In other words, the 5 providers that one could choose from and make that his or her default.
Enlist, item 1 of 5. Google Keep logo. Google Keep and Assistant work together to help you get more done, quickly. Google Keep. Google Keep logo. Graphic. Google Keep. Keep and Assistant work together to help you get more done, quickly.
That's the Google Keep. Next item.
Checked. Google Keep. Radio button.
So by default, the Google Keep is checked. Or
Enlist, item 2 of 5. Any.do logo. Any.do sync your lists with Any.do, an award-winning to-do list, grocery lists and reminders app. Any.do.
and that's the Any.do, and that radio button below that is not checked.
Not checked. Any.do.
The next item.
Enlist, item 3 of 5. AnyList logo. AnyList, the best app for sharing grocery lists, shopping lists, and checklists with family and friends. AnyList.
AnyList is the next one, and then there's a radio associated with that.
Not checked. AnyList. Radio button.
Next item.
Enlist, item 4 of 5. Bring shopping lists logo. Bring shopping lists, the award-winning #1 grocery shopping list. Bring shopping lists.
And there's an associated radio button.
Not checked. Bring shopping lists.
And the last one here.
Enlist, item 5 of 5. Do not sync with other services. Do not sync with other services.
There we go.
Availability. Heading 2.
And
Android 6.0 plus phones.
in other words, this is available on any Android phone running Android 6 or higher.
Android 6.0 plus tablets.
Tablets,
iPhone.
even on our Fruitvale devices, the iPhone.
iPad.
And that's the last item. Now, understand that if you choose any of these and you do not have them installed, for instance, if I decided to choose the Any.do and I do not have the Any.do app, then I will need to download and install that app. And now, before we bring this to a close, let's go ahead now and create a note. Create a note.
What should it say?
Remember to write a thank you later to blind Android users listeners.
Saved your note.
It has saved that note. Let's do one for creating a list. Create a list for shoes.
All right, I made a list called shoes.
And that's how you go about creating notes and lists and choosing which provider should be your default.